less than 3. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Mechs on Deck. I'm excited for this. I am Karcha. Thank you for the tier 1 for 24 months. Oof. Got a full 2 years. Appreciate it. That's crazy to think. We're coming up here on 3 years of the channel existing here in a couple months, which is pretty crazy to think about. Static Age, early gang. One Drunk Man also here. How you doing? And Smarugula. The weight and the JST connector is giving you a lot of trouble with the key. We haven't found a way to make it sit correctly. Well, we're going to try it out. We're going to see. The way that all goes together is a little bit different than a lot of other boards. It doesn't just like sit, it goes underneath. So we will, that's probably one of the first things that we'll do. Mickey, what up? How you doing? Is everyone having a good Saturday so far? Let's see. Boom. Little sneak peek, little preview. I kind of got everything all out already. Nice, nice. I'm excited for this build. I feel like Poner kind of got shafted on the his previous big release. And now he's this board. It seems like people are enjoying it, and so I'm excited for him and Ion Keyboards. Obviously, he's not working with the Foundry currently. He's doing stuff with. If you're not familiar with Poner and Ion Keyboards, he took his talents down to Key Cult, so he's helping out with their stuff while still doing some stuff with Ion Keyboards outside of the work he does with Key Cult, but. Yeah, I'm excited to try this out, and it's a cool looking board, and I like the way it all comes together. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get on into it and get started. Smarugula, I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I woke up this morning and I forgot to set an alarm, so I woke up a little bit later than I wanted to, but that's okay. Still woke up with enough time to start on time. But I definitely had one of those mornings where, like, it's been a long week, I'm just going to chill. So I just chilled for a little bit. Shout outs to Chewy for the mug. Drinking some coffee still. I am totally drinking out of a mug that has my face on it. Which, if you're not familiar, that's our emote, Eric. Little Mechs on Deck logo. A little more Eric. But yeah. So let's kind of show off. I got like I said, I got everything out of like the packaging and stuff. There's not a ton. Just like a little baggie with the screws in it. I'm not doing a hot swap, so I don't have like all the extra screws and everything. There's like screws and spacers that come with the hot swap version that you do have to install. That luckily I don't, because I'm doing a soldered build. So this is the PCB. Nice Wilba. Which one is this? WT65XTX with Zenith. Shoutouts to Wilba, always making solid PCBs, some of the best in the community. Start as far as like aesthetically and honestly being able to hold up over time. But yeah, nice little PCB, pretty classy, pretty clean. Not quite as crazy as some of the other ones in terms of like the markings and stuff, but he still did retain the you can see there it's 6.25 7U, all of the markings that help you get your bottom row aligned, which is nice. which is nice. That's what we like to see, because there was a time where bottom rows were quite possibly the most annoying thing to figure out. And with shit like that, it helps it out. And then we got our plate here. I believe this is just the black aluminum plate. Pretty simple. It's upside down. But you can see here, this is where all these little holes are where all the like spacers would go if you were using a hot swap. Because it wants to have that extra security in order to, not have any issues with the actual hot swap. Let's wrap that back up. Throw her off to the side. Same thing with the PCB. Now let's take a look. We've got our little gaskets and our feetsies. Nice little feets. Appreciate the long rubber feets. Let's take a look at the boy. Ooh. This is the moon colorway of the actual keyboard. And let's get this off. Right. Back on. Got to keep our box nice and fresh. Does make it quite a bit easier to ship the board back and forth, but here it is. So this is what it looks like without anything in it. This is the moon colorway, which is a nice, like, space gray, dark gray, as well as the weight, also the same color. Which you can see it does attract fingerprints, which I have already gotten on it. Don't worry, I'll be cleaning that. So I did check out the build guide for it earlier. And obviously, you can follow the build guide. I'm going to do things a little bit out of order according to the build guide. I'm going to do all the stuff for the actual board itself first. Or for the actual like case itself first, just to get that all out of the way. So that way at the end, I'm not trying to put all that stuff together. So I am going to put on the bump-ons. Which I think, if I look at the build guide, is like one of the last things they expect you to do. But you know what? Yeah. I think the bump-ons is literally the last thing they expect you to do in the build guide, but hey. We know what we're doing. You just have to complete all the steps in the build guide. Doesn't matter the order. Come on. There we go. Okay. All right. 9s or Boneyard would be nice on this. I thought about 9s. I think we're going to do something a little bit different. I think we're going to do dual shot, because I haven't used that set in a while. I haven't used 9s either, but I was debating on if I wanted to use 9s, but I decided on the old dual shot. All right. Got our feetsies on. The bottom. Go ahead and get our JST connector and everything installed. What's this one? Oh, it's a Torx. That's right. T. D10. T3, 7, T8. Aha, T10. Is that right? Yes, it is. It is important to note that these fasteners are in fact Torx, which if you don't have Torx, I guess you could technically use a Phillips, but it's worth it to get a Torx. Obviously, this is a Torx security, so it's got a hole in the middle. It's going to be hard for me to focus on it, but it's got a little hole in the middle, which is not 100% necessary. You don't need to have the hole, but definitely recommended to pick up a Torx little driver set. If you have something like a Nanch or one of these electric screwdrivers, it'll come with Torx, so shouldn't be a worry for people. I think, what is it? It's I think it's like a T8 for the weight. T10, T10. Oh, it's all T10. Nice. Good job. Making it easy for me. All right. Let's get that top off. Okay. All right. Interesting. Does it have you? I'm looking at the build guide and I was like, I don't think it actually tells you when to put on the gaskets. Do they just appear on? No, use the 6. Yeah. What does it say? Does it say place top housing? This is interesting. It doesn't. I like how, like, obviously the gaskets is not like a very intense portion of the actual build, but it doesn't really, it kind of glosses over installing of the gaskets. These are the same? Yeah. Wait, no. This length is different. Come on. Okay. We'll get that out here in a second. Did anyone else in chat pick up a Zenith? I know Smarugula. So they did. Anyone else? Any other Zenith owners? Okay. All right. So our weight can go off to the side. And this is where we grab this boy. Which way does it go? USB facing down. Okay. Let's get our... It's also T10. Oh, hell yeah. We've got full T10, which is nice. Full T10. No Zenith, but managed to snag a JO1 extra this morning. Hell yeah. Congrats. I know Dave was pretty excited about that board after he built one. Was that a couple weeks ago? I know he enjoyed it. Obviously, it's very large. It's a very large board. Also, Jay's just like a cool guy. Anyone else get anything that they're super stoked on? They're all excited about? I feel like this could be a little larger. 8. All right. That through. Okay. Let's go back on. Let's go ahead and get one of these screwed in. Help us out a little bit while we hold these. Need to add chonk to my collection. Hell yeah. Should have remagnetized my driver earlier. Okay. I got my Nono the Duck plushie and desk mat from Novel Keys yesterday. Hell yeah. I know that there's like a... Didn't they release like a new Gatoron? Like a vinyl version of him? Yeah, vinyl Ron. It's pretty sweet. I heard you can... Oh, my driver died. Okay. What happens when you don't plug it in for like forever? The vinyl Ron is so cute. All right. Is Smarugula still here? I'm interested to know where you had issues with the process of putting this in. I know we'll go further into it here later once we actually get everything going. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put the gaskets on. I like to call him Hard Ron. His hat can come off and his limbs can move. That's pretty sweet. I think that makes Vinyl Ron the better Ron. All right, let's just put the gaskets on. A little bit long, but it's in. Man, Bingsu is such a nice set. Yeah. Sorry for the camera shake. Ever since I moved in, I haven't really found a good way to utilize my camera being on a separate mount, because I have a little bit less space. Even though the apartment is about the same size, I have a little bit less space overall. For like my streaming area, I've got a much larger kitchen and closet and bathroom area. You know, like the normal living spaces that most people care about. I also don't have a dedicated dining room like I did at my old apartment, which basically was my stream area. Also, when you are putting on gaskets, you do have to be careful to not stretch them, because the material that they can stretch. It's not a huge deal if they do stretch just slightly, but you don't want to stretch them too much. Yeah, I'm excited for a bunch of people. Like Bingsu Round 2's obviously already happened, and I know it was extremely popular. I'm excited to see once everyone gets it, because I think there's obviously a lot of people who didn't get Round 1 that were pretty stoked on it after it came out. Unfortunately, that's kind of how the community is right now, where it's like all about sleeper sets. You know, like there's a lot of sets that just don't do that well, that end up being super sought after like a month after they actually get delivered. What's everyone excited for this month? Is there a key set that you're looking forward to? I know Static Age said that he's looking forward to picking up another minivan. or he's excited that he got to add one. Picked up, ooh, hell yeah. Gonna try for a bias. Is that, that's in extras, right? I'm ready for Baka 40. You know, honestly, I think that it'll be pretty funny. Alu Dimple Plus very soon too, but you have to skip out on that. I kind of scuffed that one a little bit right there, but it's okay. I feel like such a fair weather keyboard person now because I feel myself being less and less excited about a lot of the new stuff. And I'm only really stoked on things that my friends do. Like having a chance to support the homies, you know? But I don't know. It's like a weird thing to be someone that, like, you know, not that I'm like a figurehead in the community, really. I'm not. But we do consider ourselves content. I still scuffed that one up. God damn it. Do better than I am at Gaskets. Like, it doesn't, like, at the end of the day, it's not really that critical, but that little curve freaks me out. But I don't know. It feels weird not being stoked on things. And it is kind of frustrating. Because it feels like there's a lot going on in the hobby right now that's not great. Like, and there's much less of a community aspect than there once was. Obviously, a lot of people coming from other hobbies like gaming and stuff aren't going to realize it quite as much just because they're not as there's not really as much of a community in those. But I don't know. It does get a little discouraging when you feel like for the homie stuff is happening less and less. Keep Noob, what up? Congratulations on waking up before noon on a Saturday. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. All right. Stab time. Oh no. My jar of 205 was sitting sideways, so now it's all rushed into the top. just keyboard things, right? All right. These are screw-in stabs. Let's see, is it all still? Hey, we got it out. Kinda. Let's use the top. Does anyone else do this where you basically, I guess it depends on if you have like a bigger or like a decently sized jar of it, but I almost exclusively use the top of the jar as my way to portion out the lube. Gives me a more easier way to portion it out. Yeah, use a little palette or the lid. Yeah, exactly. Although I do really like the idea of the little palettes that Kinetic Labs sends out with theirs, because theirs comes in a larger syringe. Definitely makes it very easy to portion out your lube. You know what I saw yesterday on Mech Market that was kind of surprising? And that made me a little bit happy to see? I saw 7V on Mech Market sell for $900, which I feel like is still a little bit much, but a much fairer price than what I would have expected that board to sell for. As well as a Satisfaction 75 sold for like $650 or something like that, $700. And it's cool to see. It's cool to see those boards coming down to not absolutely astronomical prices. Like, obviously that's still a lot of money, but still. I brought the wrong headphones to the store, but I figured it out. Good job. Good job, Liam. I feel like you meant to type that somewhere else, but I'm proud of you. Figuring things out, solid trait in a person. I'm just kidding. Well, kind of, not really. There's a lot of people that do kind of get overwhelmed, but no, I'm in here. Nice. Oh, man. Does anyone have anything fun planned this weekend? I know both Dave and myself are working this weekend on a new content series for the channel. It's going to be based on YouTube, which will be coming out, I believe, Friday, the first like little bit explaining what it'll be. And then every Friday we'll have a new video over on our YouTube channel, which if you're not subscribed, go ahead and head on over to there. Just right there. We don't have like a fancy link. If I can copy this real quick. Boom. That's our YouTube channel. Go check it out. Head on over there. Subscribe if you haven't. We're going to be having some videos every week. And I'll talk about things in the community. A little bit more of like a quick, informative video. Just talking about things. It's going to be a lot of fun. Said you wanted to say something other than hi? Well, I appreciate that you're here. And I appreciate that you figured it out. I got gold Zenith and sold it. Why'd you do that? Cognitive Wanderer. Sold it long ago. Oh, you sold the spot. Interesting. For a dolphin. All right. You built your first keyboard yesterday, Liam. What'd you build? What'd you build? What switches did you use? And how are you enjoying it? Hopefully you enjoy your dolphin. Cognitive Wanderer. Lynn said it should ship soon. Nice. GMMK Pro with Gateron, Milky Yellows, and you love it so far. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I will say I do have a little bit of a, obviously enjoy your board. GMMK Pro's not, or GMMK, not GMMK, Glorious as a company is not in my, they're not my favorite right now. Because of what happened this week, but that doesn't make it your board any less great for you. They did in fact do that. I feel like stealing is not necessarily the right term. I think it's they copied would be a closer thing. I think a lot of this comes down to the aesthetic of it. Glorious as a company has been very much a mixed bag in our community in terms of the reception to them. I would say the GMMK Pro outlook has been generally positive. And I think it's a shame that Alex has done a lot in promoting that board and promoting their brand without compensation. And I think that this very easily could have been solved with a quick conversation with Alex. Because last time I looked, Alex hadn't really spoken out about it. I don't know if he has since. But I mean, yeah, I think the way you go about it is you talk to him before and say, hey, we would like to do this. We understand it's close to yours. Do you have a problem with it? Or like, do we need to discuss further on this? Or is it okay? You know? Because I think you have a business relationship. You have a good partnership between the two of you. I think it could have been solved completely just by having that conversation, that quick little, hey, we want to do this. We understand it looks close to yours. You good with it? You okay? Nope. Yes. Okay. Well, let's start. Nope. Well, what can we do? What agreement can we come to? Because when you do that after it's already been made, you kind of put yourself in a spot where it becomes a it sets the tone of like, well, we already did it. Well, we already did it, so we're just going to do it anyway. It puts Alex in a rough spot, in a sense, where it makes him look like the bad guy, which is not fair to him. He shouldn't be he shouldn't be put as the bad guy. And now he's forced to somewhat respond, or people in the community are forced to respond, where if they would have gone through the proper avenues in order to just talk to him about it first. Because it's like, obviously, legally, they don't, like, there's legally nothing that forces them to talk to him, but it's a common courtesy, and it's the standard in the community. I think a lot of the problems with Glorious stems from the fact that they just they need people on staff that are more invested in the hobby, that are can more eloquently navigate the hobby than what they have done. Because it's just, it's like TKC, right? They have the ability to do so many like fantastic things to bring the community to a lot of new people. But if you shun the hobby itself, then you're just going to, like, if you do things that just fuck up the hobby and make people not want to support you, it's just not good. Like, there's no need. Yeah, legal does not equal ethical. Exactly. Which I think they tend to stand on the legal aspect of it. But, like, I don't know. Obviously, I'm really close to Quakems when all the Holy Panda stuff went down. They did reach out to him, and they did stop the pursuit of the Holy Panda trademark because of the conversation they had with Brian. And I thought that was very good of them. I thought that was the correct way to handle that situation. Well, that situation after the fact. If the correct way to handle this situation would have never been to put yourself there, but I don't know. I thought they had made strives to be more inclusive to the community in things. And maybe that's being a little naive, because they're not a community member, and at the end of the day, they're a business. And we're spoiled in the fact that everything runs through us. There is more to that story that does not involve Quakems. I understand that. But I will say I do respect the fact that they did, like, have a call with him and reach out to him. literally just fish that is in fact GMK Bingsu. But I don't know. I think I just want, for once, Glorious to not be like, get it right from the beginning. Don't be reactionary. I hate when they're always reactionary. You know, it's a company that built, you know, in a sense, they obviously existed before the Model O as like mouse pads that you could buy that were pretty good, that were like decent on Amazon, you know, in their store, but the Model O really pushed them into the next level. Which, I mean, so that got super popular off the fact that the Final Mouse stuff just wasn't really available and was so expensive. And they literally just stole Zowie's shape. Like the Model O is just an FK1 with holes in it. Like, at the end of the day. Yeah, they only addressed and not SA Dream Eater. And I think it's because a lot of people don't realize that, or don't make the connection as much for Dream Eater, because Dream Eater was a less, you know, Alex is obviously super prominent, and he has an actual connection with Glorious. Like, if it was just the Dream Eater, I would have been less surprised. But the fact that I don't know. It's funny because, you know, on the Apiary's tweet about it, Visionaire was in the responses, and he linked back to the original Q&A session with Glorious, and he mentioned this exactly. Are you going to try to navigate keycaps in a way to where you don't step on designers' toes? They didn't respond. Also, these are really fucking hard to put in. Why the fuck is this so hard? There we go. I think it's not that, Static. I don't think Glorious is necessarily better at marketing them. Also, I'm sorry, I don't have a command for this keyboard. It's an Iron 165 with GMK Bingsu and Zyko switches. I don't think it's that they're marketing better. I think that they are very good at timing. Their timing has been great. Like, they understand, like, right, like, look at the Model O, right? It's an FK1, right? And the O- is an FK2, shape-wise. Zowie FK1, Zowie FK2, which is one of the most popular mouse shapes in the world. And obviously, Zowie has been very slow to making updates to their mice. So they saw that and they were like, well, fuck, we can just make that same shape, put some holes in it, make it light, give people what they want, put a better cable on it, better scroll wheel, and sell it for the same price. And then we're good. True, that is part of good marketing. I agree there. The timing is definitely good marketing. It's also good, like, market research. Like, their market research team is the fucking money maker for them. Whoever's doing market research for them are the people that are the true money makers of that company. Because now they've kind of cemented themselves in the minds of gaming. Like, I obviously don't want this to sound bad, but like, they are like really in the minds of people who like actually play like competitive video games, right? Like, everyone who competitively plays video games or follows it to a high level knows what Glorious is because of what their timings on product releases and stuff. Boom. Yeah, I agree, Starstone. 100%. Take this off real quick. I think that's like frustrating, is that they built those keycaps are so much more expensive than their previous ones and not really that different. Why are they so much more expensive? Like, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. I know Dave and I will talk about this more on Tuesday. We'll have a discussion about it. It's definitely a weird time right now to be in the hobby. Things are very different. This is right. All right. Shout outs to Toner for this. Very much appreciate the spacebar stab being on the bottom, like the wire being on the bottom. If you're in chat and you're like, why does that matter? Well, what that does is that allows you in the future to more easily adjust this. So like, if you're using Duroc V1s or really any stab that is having issues where the wire pops, or you're having issues with it ticking in a certain way, you can more easily adjust that without having to desolder the entire board. Because in reality, the spacebar stab is the one that's going to get used the most, right? And it's going to have the most abuse over time. Lube shifts around, especially if you're using something like a dielectric grease, which I know is real popular for people to inject in the back of the stab. That is something that gets like, it does kind of dry out and gets gummed up with stuff over time. You know, obviously dielectric grease is used in a lot of vehicle applications, but some of those are pretty enclosed. And it uses a fuckload of it. Sorry, my driver like is dead, so I can't use it as I normally would. Open space full caps. Cool. I don't know. I wish Glorious would be better. I wish they have the ability to do better. And I wish that they would. I think they go for the value play, right? They don't necessarily really care about the community. At the end of the day, like the community aspect isn't what they're trying to market to. And that's why there's a little bit of a disconnect there. I think that they undervalue the community in terms of how much support the community can give them and how much support that the people who are already very much into keyboards can really make their product grow. They've been trashed, that's their MO. Yeah. All right. People wanted a big company to come in and help the hobby. Yeah, that's why my angle of it has not been we need a big company to come in. My angle with it has always been we need to support the vendors that we have now so that as the hobby itself gets bigger, we aren't forced to have these big companies. We can have our novel keys still be a big player in the game, you know? Look at like the audio, right? Like a lot of those companies started in high-end audio. Look at how big Odyssey is, right? I don't know. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I just realized like 90% of chat's not going to even understand that reference. It's a sports ball reference. All right. Okay. Do a nice little testy test. Make sure our stabs are good and ready to go. Enter. Shifty boy. We gotta fix the shifty boy. Speaking of Odyssey, I think I'm gonna pick up the LCD X soon. Hell yeah. Nice. Nice, nice. I just got my I just got some new in-ears. Cuz I have Shure SE 425s that I've had for like not 10 years, like 7 or 8 years at this point. And they're okay. But they sound kind of bad. All right, we're fixed. So I got the ER2 SEs. Etymotic ER2SEs. And I picked up one of the little, this is the FIO Bluetooth ones that you can use with your phone. Little Bluetooth receivers or whatever. And it's great, man. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be a much larger. All right. I totally fucked up one of those stabs. All right. Kokoto 9669. You want to be banned? Why do you want to be banned? Are you just trying to get like to speed run being banned? I mean, sure. There you go. Enjoy not being able to see chat. I think you get automatically unfollowed. I mean, I permabanned him. I thought about just giving him a nice little 24-hour. But you know what? I was like, hey, he's asking for it. Might as well permaban. Better to ban than have that escalate. True. I find it interesting that this one has a slip too. Yeah, need to redo this one. But I think everything else is good. You're probably like, well, how can you hear? You've got headphones on. Well, planers make it really easy for me to hear. I can literally hear everything going on. Ambient noise is not really blocked out with these headphones. I don't think we've ever had anyone request to be banned before. I think that is a first. So, shout outs to him. Hopefully he's enjoying his time in timeout. Well, he's technically not in timeout, he's permanent, but he got what he asked for, you know? I guess we could be like a lot of other streamers and do like an unban forum. I guess that's not really as much of a thing right now. That was like 6 months ago. Everyone was doing it. All the girl streamers. They go through all the like super misogynistic people. Be like, nah, you're staying banned. You stay banned. Cool. Let's you back in. I'm sure that one's fine now. Is anyone excited for the new Marvel movie? I've heard very mixed things about Eternals, right? That's what it's called, Eternals or Immortals or whatever. One of the guys I work with saw it on Thursday night, said it was pretty good. Said it was decent. Said it wasn't like the greatest thing ever. But he did say he enjoyed the show. I haven't like gone to see a movie in like 2 years, but I've been over much movies since like Iron Man 3. I feel you. I just recently, so when I had like a small vacation at the end of September, where I took a week off of work. There we go. Over MCU movies since like Iron Man 3, yeah. And I finally watched Endgame. That was the first time I'd seen Endgame was like a month and a half ago. And it was good. I mean, it felt a little, I don't know. It felt a little overplayed. But I guess this kind of picks it up where it left off, in a sense. Which I think is a little weird. It's a little weird to me. A little strange. What did that guy say? I don't know. Yeah, he said, ban me, please. And I said, are you asking to be banned? And he said, yes. And then he said something else. And I said, okay. You are now perma-banned. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Per your wish. You haven't seen a MCU movie since Guardians of the Galaxy? Damn, son. You are out of the loop. I'm going to do some anchor switches here. Wobba PCBs tend to have a little bit of a warp to them. At least every one that I've gotten. It's got a little bit of a bow in it. It's always good to get that out. Let's get my little solder companion. This guy perma-banned me for arguing with him, saying that you can play games competitively with a 40. Why would you not be able to play games on a 40%? I mean, you could literally just, if you don't have this, you could literally just shift over here and just then use whatever. People are weird. Do whatever you want. As long as you're not hurting anyone, do whatever you want. We've got so much to see. 5 movies. Yeah. That's the thing, right? About the MCU, right? Like you have to watch. Like if you don't see everything, like you can still understand what's happening, but it makes it not as enjoyable as if you watch all of the movies. Like I hadn't seen Doctor Strange before I watched Endgame, so I needed to watch Doctor Strange, which I guess would have been better to watch Doctor Strange before I watched Infinity War, but hey, you know what? we didn't have Disney Plus, so good time. Middle ones. I did watch Squid Game though. I watched that like last weekend. Not last week, 2 weeks ago. I watched all of Squid Game one Saturday morning. And I thought it was good. And it wasn't like, I don't think it's quite as insane as people are making it out to be. Like, I don't think it's like the greatest show of all time. And I definitely wish that I would have seen it prior to hearing a bunch about it, because I think I would have enjoyed it more. But so I unfortunately watched it dubbed. And then I went back and watched I watched a couple episodes subbed. Definitely recommend watching it subbed. It makes a lot more sense. Also dubbed, you kind of lose a lot of the emotion from the characters. So I put it on and it started, and it was because I started the show at like 5 a.m. So I was like, there's a solid chance that I go back to sleep, and I don't want to sit here and have to read it. So I'll just watch it in dubbed until I fall back asleep, and then pick up and probably restart it in subbed. But I didn't. I just stayed up the whole time. So but I definitely thought it was good. It's definitely worth the watch. It's not mind-blowing, I don't think. But what up, Wavy Taco? How you doing? I did have like that anime event thing that I helped put on that last weekend. And there was a guy that was walking around playing the paper game. I don't remember the actual name for it, but where you smack the two pieces of paper against each other and try to flip them. There was a guy playing that with random people. That was pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I missed one of these. Well, it doesn't really matter. Putting all the other ones in. You want an Iron 165 so bad? Well, I think we're going to be close here to Iron 165 2 coming out for people. Once that happens, extras, I would say that should be happening here in the next, 6 to 8 months or so. That's relatively soon in the hobby. PCR2 is coming. They were supposed to do a smoky polycarb. I don't know if that's still planned to run before the end of the year. I think they're just trying to finish up the 180s before they get into anything else. Right, 1.5. Yeah, it's all left. I mean, all right. You want the Equinox. Nice. Yeah, Equinox is pretty cool. Yeah, the polys will be in stock when the R2 ships, yeah. I think the reason why, that isn't happening is because they expected it to R2 to be a little bit quicker. But hey, things suck right now. Trying to get things sucks. I have to save money then? Yeah. You got a couple months. Chat, I forgot to eat before, and I didn't forget. I just didn't give myself enough time to eat before stream. So now I'm like, drank coffee on an empty stomach. So I'm like all shaky. I will say I dig the fuck out of these all black U4Ts. The millennials call that intermittent fasting. I would be past my intermittent fasting right now. I did do that for a while. But my thing about intermittent fasting that I think is nice is that it teaches you how not to eat late. Late eating is the worst. That is like so bad for your body to eat like 15 minutes before you go to bed or 30 minutes before you go to bed. You want to eat, you want to give your body a couple hours. Allows your body to wind down a little bit. Also, my thing about intermittent fasting that's good is that it's like, it's modifying your diet without putting like insane restrictions. Like one of the reasons why a lot of like the fad diets don't really work is because you're going to go back to eating a normal, like to eating a normal diet, right? Like once you lose the weight, are you going to continue to eat your like meal, like not like meal planning, but like the ones where they send you meals. What's it called? Like Slim Fast or whatever. Or Nutrisystem, that's what it's called. Like people that do that. Or like, I mean, once you stop that, are you really instilling eating properly? That's the thing, is people should just eat better. Just eat properly. Eat real food, eat good food. Don't eat super late. And you'll do better. My fat ass is not good at this. I eat awful. But hey, it is what it is. Early as an adult, they subconsciously regular eating. Yeah, I think the thing to me is like going on a crazy aggressive like diet and workout regimen is not going to be the best for you in the long haul. Like figure out I've always been of the camp of figuring out your eating first and then slowly work into a workout that you can manage, something that you can commit to. That's not like super aggressive. Like, don't go too aggressive with it. You know, you don't want to overdo it. This is so fucking stealthy. This is so fucking stealthy right now. Too bad GMK Self doesn't exist, because that would be perfect on this. All right. Pin check. Pin check. Oh, we got one. We got one bendy boy, two bendy boys. We get out of here with three bendy boys. Three bendy boys. What up, Mr. Chewy, aka Dave, aka Chewart Little, aka Aslan. Only the real ones remember that. Or Aslan, I guess, technically. Packing up Baka 60 polycarbs. Hell yeah. How are they? Old school as fuck, dude, right? I feel like it'd be me and Abracadoodle that would remember that. Remember those days. At least that's involved with the channel. Packed up, hopefully they'll all get out this week. Nice. I'm throwing switches. That's sick. Congrats. I'm sure it feels good to kind of get that done for the most part. All right, one more pin check. Little pin inspection. I don't like having to desolder one side because I wasn't paying attention. It's kind of a pain in the ass. All right, I think we're good. I think we good. We are, in fact, good. All right. Let's get into it. What does it say? Jonard. Jonard.com, apparently. Dude, I'm glad you packled them up, Dave. How... Wouldn't be a comment from Dave without a typo. Packled the shit out of him. Hell yeah. We'll fucking get it, dude. How's Miss Davis doing? She vibing out, enjoying her weekend. She's great as always. Hell yeah. Typing on SA 2 times typos. Nice, nice. You're typing on that dual shot. Dire Raven, what up? How are you doing this afternoon? Or morning if you're in California still. I should start on this side. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm just gonna do rows. How do y'all solder your boards? Do you solder in columns? Do you just go kind of all over the place? Do you solder in rows? What are y'all's preferred methods of soldering? There's no like right answer. There's no wrong answer. As long as you're getting everything soldered, it doesn't really matter which order you do it in. Row left to right. Built your Zenith yesterday. Excited to hear a different config. What did you build yours with? And did you do hot swap or soldered? Penguins. Nice. And if you do solder in rows left to right, like static, do you start at the bottom or do you start at the top? Hot swap with an alu plate. Nice. Start from the top. So does it give you anxiety that I'm going from the bottom to the top? Thank you for the follow, Dire Raven. Appreciate it. Dave, you missed it. We had someone come into the chat and ask to be banned. Literally just came in and said, ban, please. I obliged. Fine like a mother... Oh, wow. So, the cherry brown hyperglides don't work in the older housings. Cookie Zach, I'm doing well, man. How are you? How is your Saturday going? Good, I'm having a home visit with a cat this week. Just got there this morning. Oh, nice. Have fun with Peter. That's awesome. It's not about the money, it's about giving people what they want. True. I feel like Yeah, because if it was about the money, we probably wouldn't be doing keyboard stuff. Just being for real. Not that there's not money in doing keyboard stuff, but like at the end of the day, we don't really care. This isn't our livelihoods. We just want to do the shit we want to do. EPBT Grand Tour has left Candy Keys. Wait for the boards to come in. Put them on. Nice. What are you putting EPBT Grand Tour on? Where is it going? Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it. Although this is kind of like my build mat, so it's a little bit gross. Keyboard streamers aren't in it for the money, they just build keyboards. For the most part, yeah. I think there's definitely some people who are a little bit more focused on money than others, but I don't think there's anything wrong with trying, like, making money as a content creators. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Again, they're not like, as long as you're not hurting anyone or lying to, once you start lying about products in order to make money, that's when it starts becoming an issue. Luckily, I don't think that that's really happened. Salvation or Vega? Nice. I didn't realize that Vega had not shipped for a lot of people. When you're streaming, like, obviously you want the money. Same time, it's not a main priority. Yeah. I mean, we've definitely had streams where the intention was to generate income. But Dave and myself have... I mean, there's only been one time where either of us took a payment that wasn't directly for something stream related, and it was for medical bills. Like, that's because we're lucky to be in the situation that we're in, where we can do this and we don't have to rely on it. You know, not everyone has that same ability. Man, fuck vet bills. Yeah, exactly. The mass majority of keep streamers do it for fun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was saying most people do it for fun. There are definitely people who not do it for money, but they have more of a monetary goal because that's a necessity for them. Like, money is more on the mind. Not necessarily money, profitability of, like, doing certain things or not, but there are definitely people who think they look at the apiaries, the Nathans, the Alexes of the world, and they see, oh, I can be an influencer and get all these things for free. And it's like, yo, it's not that easy. Being a streamer, while it is like being a full-time streamer is a relatively easy job, there's a lot of work, and you do put yourself out there much more than you would in most other positions. It carries a lot of weight. The task is easy, but the mental stress is high. I also saw an interesting video the other day. I'm a big fan of Ludwig about making YouTube videos. The video he posted yesterday, and it was like talking about the formulaic idea of like getting big on YouTube boils down to a few things, which is very true. Not even getting big, but just like getting views in general. It's definitely an interesting watch. He makes a new YouTube channel where he doesn't use his voice, doesn't use his platform, like with the goal of getting 1,000 views in one day, and kind of smashes it. It's definitely an interesting perspective on it. But yeah. How did I even get into this? Talking about streaming for money and stuff. I don't even know. We're almost done though. Just a couple more. Yeah, also Twitch is definitely not the best platform to make money. Like, it is interesting. Like, obviously there was the big Twitch leak a couple months, or was it about a month ago now? People were like, oh man, streamers make so much money. It's like, you realize like less than like 0.5% of people who stream. It's like the top like 0.5% make what would be considered minimum wage off of Twitch. And many of those people work significantly more or stream significantly more than what a minimum wage job would entail. Like, look at our channel, right? I've got what? Like 40 viewers right now? 33 viewers right now? We're in the top 1% of Twitch. It's nuts to think about. And we don't make a ton of money at all. You know, we would definitely not be able to ever go full time with the current money that we make. So Twitch streamers definitely don't make an insane amount of money. The people at the top do, but that's how it is in every industry. They also carry the most influence. Oh man. People are like, why are streamers making more than a doctor? And it's like, well, doctors have a massive influence on a very specific set of people. A Twitch streamer that averages 50,000 viewers has a larger influence than that doctor. Ooh. All right. Put that the wrong way. By the way. Okay. That. don't have a ton of wiggle room on that. Boom. Let's get this guy screwed in. Okay, just get these. You do have to put relatively decent amount of pressure. Does it expect this to all be flush? It's a lot of pressure on the gaskets. Dun, dun, dun. The bottom design is pretty cool. Oh, I mean, you mean like the fingerprints? Because that's all fingerprints right now. Because your boy's got some clammy ass hands. Much like any gasket board, you don't want to over tighten everything. Best to just tighten it until everything is flush, and that's where you stop. Let's do this first. I wonder when we're going to get a keyboard. What level of excessiveness would it be if we had little torque wrenches for these types of bits and we had a keyboard that had torque spec? Is that next level? Is that the next level for keyboard design? Is to have actual torque specs? I might need to use like an actual cleaning type of... Where'd my other... I'm gonna have to actually lean it a little bit to get all that off there, but it is what it is. Let's... All right. Before I put all the caps on, I'm going to test it. A fresh underscore MK, what up? How you doing? Okay. Wait. Oh, shit. I did this to where you couldn't see it. Let me make you able to see this. I don't know why I keep doing that. This is perfect. We're good. Let me put this special layouts, 7 view, split backspace, key map. You are, where's backspace? You are pipe, and you are, where is Matilda boy? There it is. Okay. Boom. And it's just that easy. It's just that easy. Let's get some get all this out of the way. Switch desk mats real quick. We're gonna get the a cleaner desk mat out here. Keeping the dark vibes going. Got the Kinetic Labs for ESD, and I believe Alex as well. Working on this together, bringing this desk mat to market. We are using GMK DualShot today, which DualShot 2 ran not too long ago. So if you enjoy this, hopefully you picked it up. If not, I'm sure there will be extras at some point whenever it ships next year, maybe. But I am a big fan of GMK DualShot. I think it looks great. And I think it's going to look really cool on this board. There's my baby shift. I don't know if I like that aesthetically, but we'll see. Take this time to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, partners, to help us make this channel possible. Okay. First and foremost, we have got, oh, I don't have this keyboard plugged in. That would be nice. First and foremost, we have got Omnitype. You go to maxondeck.omnitype.com. Check out GMK Classicer keycap set, as well as they have a ton of different other things in stock. I think SA DualShot is still in stock. Yep, it is. They've got the base kit and the accent kit, and that is it. So the standard kit, which is the base, and the accent kit are the only two left in stock, but definitely check those out. Next up, Project Keyboard. Heading over to mexondeck.project.link. We got some pre-orders for the Alice PCBs. If you need an Alice PCB, check it out. They've also got pre-orders of all of their GMK sets. So definitely go check that out. If you missed, say GMK Noir, I think Bingsu Round 2's on there. Go check it out and see if you want to pick something up. Because it's going to be a lot easier to get in on the pre-orders than it is going to be trying to get everything after the fact. So, next up, we got Canon Keys. You can go to canonkeys.com/mexondeck. They have a lot of stuff. They've got GMK November Fog happening right now, as well as Damaki Ghost, which is pretty cool. Also, I think they have the Bakaneko in stock again. So yeah, they've got it's just the black Bakaneko 60 in stock for $130. Pretty insane board for the money. So definitely go check that out. $130 gets you a board that's, in my opinion, well worth the money. And then last but not least, kineticlabs.store/mexondeck. Polycaps Corn still available over there, as well as tons of switches. The Carbon GS1 and GS2 lubes are two lubes that I'm pretty fond of. I do enjoy them. I've used the GS2 in a couple different linear builds, and I really did enjoy it. So I would definitely go check that out if you are looking for some fresh lube. What do you think? How do you think this looks so far? Do we pick correct? Is the choice of DualShot gonna look good? I think it's gonna make it look pretty stealthy, pretty clean. Or am I totally wrong? What's the thought, chat? That's the wrong row. All right, cool. No response. I see how it is. Actually, what if I just accidentally ended stream right now? That'd be pretty sad. The board with DualShot looks good. Thank you, Keebnum. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Come on, regular accent there. CXCV. It looks good. Thanks. Appreciate it. Actually, I think I have a red one I can use. Get a little bit of color out of it. Just a wee bit of color. That's a nice. Need that. That. This board definitely has the like tilt factor up here. But I mean that's like been kind of proven that that's not really like that big of an issue. There was a point in time where people would like upset about boards that had like a slant up here, would kind of teeter back, but it's not like you're aggressively pressing your number row. Except for maybe in League, but even then. We got our arty boy. We're still gonna put it right here. A little Lividity love there. And RTS games. True. Although I don't play RTS games very often, if at all. Never heard this background music before. I feel like you're trolling because it's literally just the stream beats, Harris Heller stuff. But if you wanted to know what it is, it's literally just stream beats, Harris Heller, stream beat stuff. There we go. There's a little red. Need that. Need that. No. F7. So we gotta figure out this row over here. Two. One. Each down. I feel like Harris Heller is kind of out of content. What makes you say that? I feel like he has actually that's not. What makes you say that? To Turk? Tata Turk? All right. Actually, let me plug the board in and see what's supposed to be here. Via. keeps Rick remaking videos. Okay, so it's home, page up, page down, end. Okay. So we need big home. We need big home. There's big home. Is big home in here? Big home's here. So we need home. Need this. Make sure. Yep. Then we need. Make this page up. Right. So this home. No. Those are right. This is the wrong end though. There we go. Boom. There she is. Okay. This does look really good, I think. I think this looks actually really good. Move this up a little bit. This actually looks really good, I think. I'm super happy with it. Let's get in a little bit closer, because we can do that. Boom. Let me put this kind of off to the side for now. Move this bad boy up. Boy, howdy. Boom. So yeah, chat, this is the board. This is it. I think it turned out really well. It looks really good, I think. This is the Zenith with GMK dual shot. It's got black black boba U4Ts, the 68 gram variant. And yeah, there's the butt. It's a little fingerprinty. I'm gonna clean it off. I'm gonna have to take some pictures of this because it looks pretty freaking fine. Y'all want to hear what it sounds like? What do I do with those extra 30 so keys? Man. All right. Let's take a listen. thoughts, opinions? Chat, what do you think? I think it sounds okay. I would say I expected I think it sounds good. I don't know. I think it's good enough, right? Obviously, if it was a brass plate, it would be a little bit more aggressive. And I think that's kind of what I initially anticipated, was it to be a little bit more aggressive. But it's nice. It's like the Boba U4Ts do feel very good. And I did lube these very lightly, like extremely lightly. So I definitely think that they are smooth. They feel good. They have a lot of tactility to them. I think part of it is because I've been finding myself, not that I didn't like them at the beginning, but I'm finding myself enjoying the darker sound of the Anubis switch more and more. I've been using that every day at work because I took my Baka 60 to work. And I really appreciate how deep of a sound that those are. And man, I really do enjoy the symmetric spring. The way that the symmetric spring feels. I'm like kind of a symmetric spring simp at this point. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I said that word. But yeah. No, I think this looks I think it looks really fucking good. It feels really good. I think it sounds good. It's not like insane. Props to Ion Keyboards, Poner. You made a freaking cool looking board. I think the aesthetics of the board are great. I appreciate the usage of all of the same size fastener for the entire board. And I like the function row. This is also, I've seen a lot of pictures. This doubles as artisan highway for a lot of people, which is cool. And yeah, I think this is a great board. I think it looks really good. Sounds good. Rival of the macro column. Yeah, I think revival of the macro column. Yeah, I think this looks really good. I think aesthetically it looks awesome. I do actually really like the stealthy dual shot on this like gray. I think it looks clean. But yeah, that's gonna be just about it for me, Twitch. For me on stream today. Let's see. Who can we raid? Who can we send you on over to? Rubber Duckies is streaming. Disastertron. Let's see. Let us see. Should plug the keyboard in so I can use it. Makes it difficult to type without having a keyboard plugged in. Let's go to Disastertron. What is he doing first? Let me check it out.
I'm in chat.
Whoa. Add. Well, chat, we're going to raid Disastertron. I appreciate each and every one of y'all hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope to see you on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central. It's going to be myself and Dave. We're going to be hanging out, talking about Keeb's stuff. I can't remember who our guest is on Tuesday, but it will be good. So come hang out. It'll be a fun time. We'll be talking more about the glorious stuff and whatever else happens in the next couple days. Again, check out our sponsors, OmniType, Project Keyboard, Canon Keys, and Kinetic Labs, as well as our partners, Zap Cables, Type Beast, Smith & Rune, and 3D Keebs. Stream wouldn't be possible without them. We'll see you on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.